Hello, Sew Aldo Fam! Welcome back to my channel. For today's episode, I am going to show you how to make a simple asymmetrical skirt. If you are new here, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel by clicking the red subscribe button down below. Also hit the bell icon so you will get notified whenever I post a new video. I post every Thursday at 9 o'clock in the morning Central Time. With that being said, let's begin! So the first thing I did was wrap around a piece of fabric on my mannequin. If you don't have a mannequin, you can just wrap it around your body just to figure out how much fabric you will need. And then I went ahead and marked it using a pin. Right after that, I put the fabric on the floor so I can cut it. So I measured it. It was actually 35 inches long. And then I just kind of tried to make it as square as possible. And then I cut it in half so I will have two pieces for the front piece and the back piece. And then I fold it in half to figure out the center folds of the panels. To figure out the waistline, I simply divided my waistline by 4. And then I curved the sides of the panels. For the front of the skirt, I actually trimmed too much. You only need to trim half an inch just to curve it down a little bit. I am going to match the fabrics and I am going to curve the hemline to give me that asymmetrical hemlines that I am going for. By the way, you guys, I finally decided to get me this cutting mat and rotary cutter. I was like blown away. It just makes my cutting more quickly and precise. And here I am using the leftover fabric to make a long rectangular strip of fabric that's gonna go on the bottom of the skirt. If I had enough fabric, I would have loved to add another panel to make the bottom of the skirt more voluminous and full. So that's another option if you are going to recreate this project. I'm going to serge the side seams of the skirt. If you don't have a serger, you can always use your regular sewing machine. Just do a straight stitch along the edge. By the way, Sew Aldo Fam, I am on Patreon now, and if you like to be a patron, I have the link in the description box below. By you becoming a patron, it will help me tremendously to fund my sewing tutorials, and I can focus more on creating awesome projects for you guys so I don't have to worry where I'm gonna get the money from. If you would like to be a patron, go ahead and check the link in the description box below. I will totally appreciate it. So now that is the skirt. Now let's sew the bottom piece of the skirt. Same thing. And then I will gather it. I'm going to do a basting stitch right on the edge here, and I am going to gather it to match the hemline of the skirt. So let's go ahead and do that. I will be doing it on my regular sewing machine right here. I lightly gather it to match the width of the hemline right here. So now that they're matched, I'm just going to pin them to secure. I always like to start at the side seam and then pin it all the way around. And then I'm going to sew it or serge it all the way around. So I decided to serge it, but actually I suggest that you will do this on your regular sewing machine just because the serger kind of moved the gathers away and it basically disappeared. So now it's time to add the elastic. So to figure out how long the elastic should be, wrap the elastic around your waistline. So basically you're gonna put it where you want the skirt to sit. So I want it high-waisted, so I'm going to put it right here. And then I added extra 1 inch allowance so I can stitch it, sew it like that, so it's much more stronger. So waistline is already quartered. I have mark here and here and here, and I will do the same on the waistband. So I'm just going to do it like this. I'm going to put this seams at the back. Okay, so I'm just going to mark here. So this is basically just like attaching a neckband. The process is pretty much the same. And if you want to watch that tutorial, I have the link in the description box below or at the end screen. Then I'm going to match the two pins together to figure out the other half or the quarter of the waistband. I'm going to start right here and I'm going to pin it to secure. You want to pin it inside. I will do a zigzag stitch right along the edge of the fabric, and I'm going to stretch the elastic as I sew. After I zigzag stitch the elastic on the skirt, I am going to double fold it. It's up to you if you want to do a double fold or single fold. I decided to do a double fold just so I will hide the elastic so it is nice and neat. You just have to add extra allowances for the elastic. So I was using 1 inch elastic. I gave my waistband or waistline 2 inches seam allowance. I just use a straight stitch and I am stretching the elastic as I sew. As you can see, the waistband looks really nice and the inside looks tidy. You can hem it by double folding it just like this. I decided to do a lettuce hem instead. And if you don't know how to do that, I will have the link at the end screen, so you can go ahead and check that out. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to do so. I upload new videos every week at 9 o'clock in the morning Central Time. Until then, see you next time. Bye!